शंभवे नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय नमः। ओम ओम यो ब्रह्माणं विदधाति पूर्वं यो वै वेदांश्च प्रणोति तस्मै तं देवमात्मबुद्धिप्रकाशम् मुमुक्षुर्वै शरणमहं प्रपद्ये। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। सर्वोपप्लवरहितः प्रज्ञानघनः प्रत्यगर्थो ब्रह्मैवाहमस्मि ब्रह्मैवाहमस्मि। ओम्। वेदान्तार्थविभासकाय गुरवे शान्ताय सन्न्यासिने नानावादीनगेन्द्रसङ्घपवये योगीन्द्रवन्द्याय च मोहध्वान्तदिवाकराय भगवत्पादाभिधां बिभ्रते तस्मै भाष्यकृते नमोऽस्तु सततम् पूर्णाय बोधात्मने। सर्वतन्त्र सर्वतन्त्रस्वतन्त्राय सदात्माद्वैतवेदिने श्रीमते शङ्करार्याय वेदान्त गुरवे नमः। योऽवतीर्ण इहाचार्य रूपेण यतीनामुदे श्रीमन्नारायणं वन्दे तं हरिं करुणानिधिं। मननाख्यं प्रकरणं वासुदेवयतीश्वरै रचितं विस्तरेणाद्य संग्रहेण प्रकाश्यते। बालानां उपकाराय मम विज्ञानसिद्धये तत्र श्रीबालगोपाल कृष्णसन्निहितो भवेत्। ओम। In order to show that even the secondary worship is not associated with Atma, or Atma does not have any association with the secondary worship, we require a situation in which Karana Sanyoga is there, but Karayitritvam is not there. Okay. Why? Because his objection was, sir, like, that if you remember that example of Adhyapaka and the Shishya Varga. So when will his Adhyatritvam, his teacherhood, manifest? Only if the students are there. Otherwise, this teacher goes to the class and all the students are not there. And so the 40 minutes of her teaching, she's just going to sit there. And then do what? No, she's going to do some, nail polish. Then somebody, hey, you're a teacher, why are you not teaching? How can I teach when students are not there? So the Adhyatritvam will be seen only if the Shishya Varga is there. So also, If the Karana Varga is there, then only the Atma will propel them into action or not. So the inspiration or instigation or propelling will happen only if that Karana Varga is there. Karana Varga is Karta. But Atma is, according to the Purva Paksha, Atma is Karayita. And he will become the Karayita only if the Karana Varga is present. But you, sir, are saying that in Sushupti, Karayitritvam is not seen. And therefore, Atma cannot be called as Karayita because had Karayitritvam, are you understanding the difference? I'm specifically using those words. Had this Karayitritvam to be the Swabhava, to be the nature of Atma, it would express even in Sushupti, over which the Purva Paksha said, Purva Paksha means the opponent. He says that, well, in Sushupti, Atma is there, Atma is Karayita, but the Karayitritvam does not express. Why? Because this Atma will propel the Karana Vargas, Antakarana and the Bahikaranas into action. But they are only not there. So the Karana Sanyoga which has to take place is not there. And therefore, though Atma is Karayita, it does not get expressed in the which avastha? Sushupti avastha. Got it? The whole argument. Now, therefore, we require some example or some place where the Karana Sanyoga is there. Where the Karana Sanyoga is there, yet what is not there? Karayitrutvam is not seen. Thus, if Karana Sanyoga is there, that association with the Karana is there, but Karayitrutvam is not there, propelling the Karanas into action is not there, then we can conclude that the Karayitritvam is not in Atma, but in some other factor. And then we can base our conclusion that Atma is not Karayita, but what is Karayita? Then the other factor which can be called as Karayita is Ragadvesha. Got it? Now this is our immediate discussion. This is what we are going to see. So, we have to find which avasthas do you have in which there is Karana Sanyoga. Obviously, Sushupti is ruled out because Karana Sanyoga is not there. Miratai, what are you saying? Can't hear.
Jagrata avastha.
Jagrata avastha. But is Jagrata avastha the only avastha where Karana Sanyoga is there?
No, in Swapna avastha, the Antakaran is there.
Exactly. Only difference between Jagrata and Swapna is that in Swapna, Antakarana Sanyoga is there. In Jagrat, Antakarana Sanyoga is also there. And Bahikarana Sanyoga is also there. Got it? So let us try and find out, is there any avastha in Jagrat? Is there any such state in the Jagrat avastha itself where Karana Sanyoga, obviously it is Jagrata avastha means Karana Sanyoga is there. Yet Atma is not a Karayita. So over there. Tarhi Jagrati. That's why. Have you people found that paragraph?
Yes, Swamiji.
Okay. In this thing, Dakshinamurti publication, physical copy, 41 number page, 54 in the PDF. सबके पास है क्या? तुम्हारे पास है गरिमेंद्र?
Swamiji, I
नहीं है?
don't have the PDF of that diary. I
हाँ?
don't have the PDF. नहीं, मेरे पास पुस्तक नहीं है इसकी अभी.
पुस्तक नहीं है. पुस्तक होना जरूरी है.
Please,
मैं
get the
आपको
PDF.
मैं आपको भेज देता हूं, गरिमेंद्र जी.
ठीक है. And these books are for free download from Dakshinamurti publications. Dakshinamurti Mutt, you search and ask for Laghuvasudeva. It will come. It is for free downloading. They have done a great service. All their books, physical copies you may have to buy, but everything in soft is free. And great work. Anyways, so in Tarhi Jagrati, in the Jagrata Avastha, there are these spaces which are called as Udasina and Tushni Bhava Avastha. Tushni Bhava Avastha. What are these two? Udasina means being non-interested. Okay, where the person is sitting because it is kind of little withdrawn. That's what happens now. And sometimes when you go to in-laws' place, this one is and they have all jammed together, the girl's place, your wife's, all relatives. And they are all nicely discussing, oh, in that summer of 89, when you were 3 years old and when you were 6 years, and they are talking. Now you feel, what is this? Okay. And they're all laughing. What was the joke? You wondering, what was the joke? 3 years old and 6 year old, and they're all. But for them, it is all entertaining. For you, it is all udasin. So you're sitting there because your wife has said, better come and sit over there. All my cousins are coming after 20 years. We are all meeting. You also come and sit. This fellow goes and sits. Now, what is there to now talk? When your wife was 6 years old, you did not know also that you would marry this girl. Na? In fact, you did not know till 6 months before your marriage that you will marry her. So now, what has happened is that Udasina Avastha is there. Okay? Then there is yet another Tushnim Bhava. Tushnim Bhava is also similar to this Udasina Avastha, like state of withdrawal, but it is kind of induced or something like, just what do they call? Not stupor, but like the person. Sometimes this happens to people who are doing this. Huh?
Indifferent.
Now, indifferent is this udasi. बार भरते हैं तमाकू, है ना? And then they, in our childhood, for children and all, there used to be that ash from the chula, from the stove, to brush. Huh? That was the thing. You people, if you have grown up in cities, you people will not know. The first thing that you go and get that ash. But some old people in the house, they required that they will get that tamaku, what they call tobacco, and it is burnt, charred, and then it is it is properly crushed under that roller, and then it is made into a fine powder. Then that old man will sit at home. And then for 1 hour he is just sitting. Tushnim bhava. I don't know. You people must not have seen. In villages this happens. Okay. Tushnim bhava. One tha kya? Ha, people know. And these people will nicely sit. Tushnim bhava. Karana sanyoga is there. So not that they are sleeping or in dream, but they are sleeping or they have become unconscious or anything like that is not there. Karana sanyoga is there. But it is now what? None of those karanas are set into action. Why is that? Because in these avasthas, which are obviously a shade of Jagrata avastha only, the raga dveshas somehow have fallen limp. Yeah, all that you need to understand about these avasthas is that it is Jagrata avastha, but the raga dveshas are not active. Okay? And therefore, Jagrati Udasina Tushrim Bhava Avasthayam Karana Sanyogasya Vidyamanatvat, though the Karana Sanyoga is present, Vidyamanatvat, Karayitritvam Drishyeta. If you are saying that Atma is Karayita, and because simply in Sushupti the Karana Sanyoga is not there, but that is the reason why Atma, the Karayitritvam is not seen. Then there where the Karana Sanyoga is there, yet Atma, the Karayitritvam should be seen, is not actually seen. And therefore Tanna Drishyate is not seen. Are you understanding the whole process of argument? Is Tanna Drishyate is not seen. All that you require to understand, please don't now, Swamiji, we want to see what is that tobacco thing. Don't ask me that. It simply means it is an avastha, Jagrata avastha only, where the raga dveshas are not fully active. It does happen sometimes, not fully active. Udasina bhava avasthanam, tushnim bhava avasthanayam, tanna drishyate. Tasmat, and therefore now you have, this is your experience, match your experience with these words. You don't have to gain a new experience. You don't have to generate any new experience. This is already there. Only we are drawing your attention to your experience. There is no promise that some new experience is going to be generated. Just, and finally also, ahamasmi, I am. In this experience, it will be all accommodated. That this aham is free from all limitations, and that's why it's Brahman. That what is free from limitations is Brahma. And what have you found free from all? That's why this aham is Brahman, is what we are going to say. Okay? So it is not, so we will give some new experience. Swamiji ke paas jao, Swamiji gives some Brahma Anubhav, new Brahma Anubhav. Till now, I have had all other experiences. My children are not listening to me. My wife is always insulting me. When I come home, not my black dog also does not wag the tail. So I have got all these kind of experiences. Now I'm tired of that. That's why I want some what? Brahma Anubhav. I'll go there. No, hey, just that much. What you need is there. Tasmad agantukam eva iti vaktavyam. Now, therefore, what is the conclusion after you have verified, seen that Karana Sanyoga is there and yet Akarayitritvam of Atma is seen, and therefore now the thing is that the Karayitritvam which you are seeing in Atma, how is it? Agantukam. Agantukam means which is borrowed, which comes and goes. That which comes and goes is called as Agantuk. It has come only to go. If it is Swabhava, it would not come and not even leave. We have seen this whole line of argument. If it is Swabhava, then it is not meant to come and then leave. Right? Swabhavasya Swarupatvat. If you remember. Tasmad Agantukam eva iti vaktavyam. Yatha. Now he takes you to this is what we have to see. This is what is the point to be seen. What? Agantukam eva. Kim agantukam? What is agantukam? Karayatrutvam is agantukam. But sir, explain. And best way to explain is by providing an example. That is how the buddhi jumps to that place. So here it is. Yatha anyonyadhyasa, just through the mutual superimposition. Anyonyadhyasa. Does anybody remember what is the definition of adhyasa? No, you wait. Anybody here in this whole group, do you people remember what is you remember?
Taking the property or dharma of something and applying on the other where you should not be doing, like the boat and the tree, the moving boat.
Okay. Banu, you remember the sentence? Eating, huh?
No, I remember the sentence, but I have to. Anyanishta dharmanam anyatrava
Anyanishta dharmanam anyatra avabhasaha adhyasaha. Now we are talking about adhyasa only. How then is karayitrutvam seen over here in Atma, which is agantukam? How? Anyonya adhyasa. Adhyasa is what? Anyanishta dharmanam anyatra avabhasaha. Got it? Anyanishta dharmas are what? Dharmas, properties which belong to something else. So the properties which belong to something else are seen where they are not in some other object. And there, what was the example that they provided to make us understand Anyanishta dharmana manyatra avabhasaha?
Hibiscus and the sphatica.
Boat and tree example is given.
Sphatika. Like the crystal and the hibiscus flower. Where is the redness is the property of sphatika, of the crystal, or is the redness the property, red color is the property of the hibiscus flower? Whose property is that?
Hibiscus property, the red color.
So it is an attribute or property, quality that belongs to the hibiscus flower. It is the dharma of hibiscus flower. But where is it seen? In the crystal.
On the crystal.
And isn't it?
Yes.
From distance, the crystal will appear as if it is a red crystal.
Every day we see this, Swamiji. My husband has one Spatika linga. So when he does puja, he keeps that hibiscus below it. So it reflects from every day we see that.
So every day then you should do this. Anyanishta dharmana manyatra avabhasaha adhyasa. This is your mantra there.
When he is doing Rudram, I have to do this.
You tell him that you do it, but I am benefited. So that is also adhyasa. He does it, but you are benefited. Anyanishta dharmana manyatra avabhasaha. His punya, but you are getting that. Anyways, the patni gets the punya. Half, you know, na? The wife, if the husband does whatever punya karma, half goes to Patni.
Yeah.
Huh? No, Papa does not come to Patni. The Papa of Patni goes to the husband. Such a liberal and what arrangement is this? You see, they are saying that no, Hinduism. Well, look at that. Anywhere you will find this. Anyways, so adhyasa. How is this anyonya adhyasa? It is through mutual superimposition. What is through mutual superimposition? That the karayatritvam is seen in Atma. Aren't you experiencing that it is me who is sending this at everything, all the karanas into their work, into their action? So this feeling, this sense also of karayatritvam which is there in you is due to what? Is it your nature? So he says, no, it is not your nature. Then how come it is seen in me? It is what? Through anyonya adhyasa. It is only a superimposition. Got it? Now, anyonya adhyasa. Now he gives you an example. Ayonishtha dirghatva rasvatvadayo agnau agninishtha ushnatva prakashadayo ayasicha anti tadvad ajnanadayo ragadveshadi nishthakarayitvam atmani atmanishth akarayitvam ragadveshadaucha ati. Okay. Ayonishtha. Now, ayaha means iron, a block of iron. Some people say iron. Huh? Some people say iron. But I have checked it. The iron is the correct pronunciation. What do you people say in South India?
Iron.
Iron only, right?
Yep.
Or iron?
Iron.
Iron.
Iron. Garimendra, what do you people say?
In here, I think US, they call it iron.
Iron. And back in home?
Iron.
Iron. So Delhi and all these places, that's what we hear. Iron, they say. Iron. Iron. Yeah, this is a language that we are also learning all the time. So what happens is, Ayonisht, so even the word iron has come from Sanskrit only. Sanskrit is the mother language. Ayaha means this Loha Khanda. Loha. Lohe ka ek tukda. Now, if this Loha Khanda, will have some shape. Okay, if it is a rod, it will be long and round. If it is a block, then it will be small, like a brick, rectangular, so on and so forth. So there is the loha khanda. लोहे का जो टुकड़ा है उसको कुछ न कुछ आकार जरूर होगा. Now, ionisht, so the shape is the property of iron. So, dirghatva, svatvadayo, long, short, round, spherical, rectangular, squarish, cubic, all these things are the properties of that iron chunk, whatever it is. Loha khanda, iron piece. Okay. Then, agnaunishta. Now, there are certain properties which belong to the Agni. What is the property of Agni? Ushnatvam and Prakashadaya. Okay? Prakasha and Ushnata. Meaning what? Heat and light.
Right.
It means actually the power to scorch, to burn, okay, is this the Ushnatvam and obviously Prakash light. Now, what happens is when the Loha Khanda is in contact with the fire, now you are going to say, oh, I burnt my hand with what? On the tawa, by the tawa. Tawa is what? But at the pan, what is that? It is Loha Khanda. How can tawa, that Loha Khanda does not have the property of burning? Property of burning belongs to Agni. But where are you calling what burnt your finger? That tawa, pan. And you are saying that Agni has a shape. If that Loha Khanda is put into fire and it becomes red, now the fire appears rectangular, round, spherical, so on and so forth. So the property of Agni is seen in the Loha Khanda, and the property which belongs to the Loha Khanda is seen in the Agni. And that's why there is mutual, it is not transfer, it is mutual superimposition. Not that Agni transfers its property to the this thing, iron. It is only mutual superimposition. Anyo ha yatha anyaha anyonyadhyasad ayonishthatirghatva rasvatvadayo agnau nishtha ushnatva prakashadayo ayasi cha bhanti. See. Okay. Tadvat, exactly in the same way, Ajnana Deva. And what is the cause that it is there? This thing is there. In an earlier case, it is Avivek, because fire is what burns and fire is what lights up. But you are putting that lighting up and burning power in the iron, and then you are using that shape, which is the property of the Loha Khanda in Agni. But why is it happening? Because of aviveka. You are not able to distinguish, differentiate, and therefore aviveka. Now we are going to take you a step further, and he is going to show you that how this the Karayitrutvam is seen in Atma, wherein you are saying it is because of me that I am making all these organs work. Internal organ, the Antakarana, and the external organ, the Bahikarana's work. I am making it. They are doing. I am making it them do. Okay? And therefore, what am I? Karayita. Actually, this Karayitvam is only out of Adhyas. And what is this Adhyasa because of? What is the reason for this Adhyasa? The reason for this Adhyasa is Ajnanadeva. It is only due to ignorance. Okay. Tadvad Ajnanadeva Ragadveshadi Nishtha Karayitrutvam. The Karayitrutvam belongs to Ragadveshas because they only will prompt the Indriyas into action. Okay, you have diabetes, but then your Indriyas see, oh, ice cream on a summer afternoon. Just attack on that. Don't stop there. Just don't look. If possible, don't even have any civilized way of it. Then I said, why did you jump at it like that? So he says, Ragadvesha. You knew that it is dangerous. I am having sugar. And yet I am jumping at it is because of what? That Indriyas are going into that action is because of Ragadvesh, because of that Ragadveshadi nishtha karayitritvam. Now these people who go about breaking the temples and all, is because of what? The dvesha only. Is because of dvesha. Oh, you people, Hindus also have broken mosques. No, we did not go and break anybody's mosque or churches or anything. Then what did you do with Ram Mandir? Ram Mandir, we did not break mosque. We only reclaimed our temple. If we were to be the mosque breakers or church breakers, we would have done it long ago. All over the world, as the history of these people, the rest of the places is. But show us one single instance where this was done by any Hindu anytime. Not even a single instance. Instead, people were welcome. Now, Karo, if this is how you are going to pray, you are free to come and pray. Who was welcomed with open arms like this? So, whatever these people are doing is only because there is dvesha. You understand? So, Ragadvesha is the Karayita. If that Ragadvesha, if that Dvesha was not there, why would you want to destroy our beautiful temples? To sculpt at that time when machinery and everything was not available, generations of people have worked on it and then something stands up and then you suddenly come and you want to put a hammer on it. What is this? Why would you do this? Why would you? It is simply because you have that hatred. If you did not, so it is not your love for your religion. It is your hatred for us that is making you do it. And if mazhab nahi sikhata aapas mein baira karna, then if this is what is taught to you, then this is what you are taught. Why should you destroy somebody? That does not obstruct your prayer, right? It does not obstruct your prayer. We having some idols and we having some temples, is it stopping you from praying? And yet you are doing it. That means it is purely out of hatred. And if your religion gives you permission and also not adesha, an injunction to do it, then on what basis are you saying mazhab nahi sikhata? You are being taught that. So don't teach us. Ragadveshadi nishtha karayitritvam. So where is the karayitritvam? In ragadveshas. If ragadveshas are not there, the indriyas will not act the way they are acting. If you did not have that ragadvesha, why would you fall onto that ice cream and eat like that? It is the very fact that there is what? Raga. And that's why it is happening. And ragadveshadi nishtakarayitritvam is seen in Atma. And what is Atmanishtha? Akarayitritvam. And that's why, ragadvesha is there. What are they doing? Let them be there. What they're doing, they are actually doing. Because they are the Karayita, but you are not seeing the Karayitritvam in them, but you are seeing it in. And that's why Ragadveshadaucha Akarayitritvam Bhati. And why do you have this experience? Why? Anyonya Adhyasa. And why is the Adhyasa? Because of ignorance. Ignorance means you have jumped to ignorance directly, but then you can put one more step in between and avivek. Chabhati. Now there is another topic. He is going to say, see, Indriyas are also Jadavarga. Is Jadavarga. Ragadvesha, because there is Chetan is only one. Atma alone is Chetan. Rest of them are what? Achetana, Jada, and
Jada.
Jada Varga only, because it is entire class of all insentient. Huh? So he is going to ask that Ragadvesha is also Jada, the Indriyas and Antakarana is also Jada. How can one Jada be the propeller for the other Jada? If this is possible, then he is going to say there are two ghatas. Ghata means ghada, pots, pot A, pot B. Then pot A should become the propeller for pot B to do something. And you see that pot A should instigate action in pot B. Why? But why are you finding this proposal very funny? Because how can one jada become the instigator for another jada? Now, over here, you are able to become have that philosophy. But look at what conclusions you are drawing. You are saying that the Karayatritvam is in the one jada called as Ragadvesha. And through that, what goes into action? Another jada, the Indriyas, Karanas. Here is your argument. Are you all people getting it? Chalo. Nanu achetanasya. What is achetana? Ragadveshadehe. Ragadveshadi is achet. Katham karayitritvam. How can the karayitritvam be called as belonging to the ragadveshas? Why can't it belong to the ragadveshas? Achetanatva. Okay. You're seeing the line of his argument, na? So, because ragadveshas are achetana, achetana cannot be karayita, and therefore the ragadveshas cannot be called as karayita. This is how his argument is. So, nanu achetanasya ragadveshadehe katham karayitritvam nahi ghataha ghatantaram prerayati. Because one ghata is not seen, one pot is not seen as to be, instigating another pot. So one pot does not say, "Arey, तेरे में पानी थोड़ा ज्यादा भर गया है क्या? निकाल दे, निकाल दे." थोड़ा नहीं सकता है। तेरे में पानी ज्यादा भर गया, उठ जा, उठ जा. They're using it every day. You are using them. These human beings are using you every day. उठ जा. No, no such thing comes from there. Then what? Satyam. Satyam means what you have said is true. So Ardhangikara is there. We accept what you say is true. What is true? Ah, what? अचेतन अचेतन का प्रेरक नहीं हो सकता. That's true. Okay, understood. तथापि yet कुत्रचित योग्यतावशात् जड़ प्रेरयति. योग्यता भावात् कुत्रचित न प्रेरयति. This is our answer to your question. Whatever you have said is true, that jada should not become the prerayita of another jada. Yet he says it is possible in some cases that jada can become the prerayita and another jada can become the prerita. Got it? Some places it may happen, some places it may not. And why is it in some places? Yogyata vashat, because that is their capacity. Okay. Oh, heater and refrigerator, or heater and an AC. Both are electrical equipments. But why is one throwing hot air and the other one is throwing cool air? Why? Just because both of them are electrical equipments, both of them should either throw cool air or hot air. But why is there this difference?
It is designed like that.
Hmm?
It is designed like that.
Means what?
It's its property.
Yogyata vashat. That's the simple answer, na? Because of the yogyata, that heater is yogya to throw hot air, and the AC is yogya to throw cool air. That's all. Yogyata vashat. Now also, yeah. Yogyata bhava kutrachin na prerayati. Yatha jadopi agni. Nice example. Agni is also jada. Yet Agni becomes the preraka. So in a cannon, it is the crushed powder of stones and this thing, rock is there, and also some pieces of rock and iron are there, and it is made into a ball mixed with that sulfur, correct? Mixed with sulfur. That ball is there. In some places, you still find them in museums and all, old balls, cannon balls. They're there. Then Agni does the work. What does Agni do? Agni now becomes the preraka. And these pieces of iron and the powder, it goes and destroys the wherever it is targeted. Agni has destroyed, or those pieces of iron and this thing have destroyed. Huh? What destroyed? Huh?
Iron pieces.
Those iron and stones and pebbles which are there in that ball, it goes and destroys. But because of what? Who made it go? You sitting over there, hey, jao, jao, Mr. I can, jao, jao, Sudesh mein jao. Jayega kya ye? So the Agni is the preraka over there. Now you see the iron ball, what they call it, the cannonball is also jada. Agni is also jada, but though it is jada, has become the prerayita. And the ball has become the prerita to go and fly into that whatever target. Like that. Yatha jadopi agni गंधकादि संयुक्तेंगलचूर्ण विशेषैः सहितः सज्जडमेव बृहन्नलिकान्तस्थितं स्थूलपाषाणं प्रेरयन् तेन चतुरंगसेनां हन्ति. तो cannon. So what happens to that cannon? Now that Brahannalika Sthitam, Sthula Pashanam. Brahannalika, you understand, long, hollow, it's not tube, that cannon, long. Huh? And what is pushed into it? That Sthula Pashana. Pashana means
Stone.
rock. The rock is sitting. But that it is just not Pashana. Pashana is then covered with ingal and sulfur, Gandhaka Churna. It is there. Now, Agni goes and burns the sulfur, and all this Pashana goes flying and destroys the Chaturanga Sena. Now, what will that elephant do if that big rock will come and fall? Just Chaturanga Sena, Hanti, Kincha. So also now another Preta Shariram Jadamapi. So this the dead body is also Jadam. But what will it do? It will make other people in the house or in that locality now take care of it. You cannot tell that dead body, hey, मर गया है, जाओ स्मशान में जाओ. Hey, huh? But that dead body does not tell. But because it is there, it becomes the reason for rest of the people to go to smashan. है ना? So preta shariram jadamapi swajnati क्रियमाणाम अपरक्रियां प्रति स्वयं कारयितृ भवति एवं एव अचेतनम अपि रागद्वेषादि कारयिता भवति कारयितृ भवति. Got it? So therefore your argument, your question as how can one jada become the prerayita of another jada, we have answered. And therefore whether it is the kartrutvam or karayitritvam, the whole thing belongs to body mind complex. This atma is asangaha nishkriyaha. Akarta, akarayita. This is what is the nature of the self is. Okay, that is what it is. Now further. Tarhi Atma Rishikesha Sarvantarayami iti vadantyaha shrutehe kim tatparyam iti chet adityavat sannidhana matrena sarvakaryam udho bhavati iti tatparyam. Sir, we agree. You have, spoken a lot for 1 hour. Then there is a Shruti. And because it is a Shruti, it is a Pramanam, you cannot transgress it. There is a Shruti which says Atma Rishikesha. Actually, the name where I am living is not Rishikesh, it is Rishikesh. Okay. We were crossing this Ram Chula once. A lot of these tourists come now from everywhere, South India, North Bengal, everywhere. The poor people. Rishikesh, Rishikesh. Now, these people, these tourist guides, what is the meaning of Rishikesh? Why is this town called as Rishikesh? Because all rishis used to come over here to cut their hair. That's why Rishikesh. All rishis came here to, so this was the hair cutting saloon. No, the word is Rishikesh. Rishika means Indriyas. And Isha means the Swami, the controller of the Indriyas. When to walk, when to sit, when to keep quiet, this is all control. So now, Bhagavan is called as Rishikesh, and the presiding deity of this town is Rishikesh Bharat. We have that Bharat Mandir here. And Bhagavan Shankaracharya himself, there is a big, beautiful Vigraha, Shalagram Vigraha, very tall, very beautiful Vigraha of Chaturbhuj Narayan in Shalagram itself. That Shankaracharya brought it out from Ganga and placed it again. So just as Badrinarayan is also installed by him, this also. Now, all these Vaishnavas who are, doing this Gali Galoch on Shankaracharya. You tell us one temple which was reclaimed and brought and given back to the Hindus by any of their acharyas. It is not to, bring them down. But I'm just saying, even before you say something, be grateful. You may have a disagreement, but when you are saying something like, so all your temples, whether it is Dwarka, Jagannath Puri, Badrinath, or even this temple here, yeah, you have it because of him. Be grateful. Crying foul Mayavadi, Mayavadi. What Mayavadi? That Jagannath temple is because of whom? You get it because of any which ways. So what happens is, even today also, only Shankaracharya is allowed to go into that thing and sit. For him, there is an asana. No other Vaishnava teacher also has this in Jagannath Puri. It's Mayavadi, Mayavadi. Anyways, so what is the name of Bhagwan? Rishikesh. Rishikesha means Rishika means the Indriyas, and Isha means the Swami, the master of the Indriyas. And is Antarayami, is the inner controller. So Atma is called as the master of Indriyas and also the Sarva Antaryami, the inner controller of all. Now this is said by whom? By Shruti. And what did you just conclude in our previous discussion? That Atma is Akarta Akarayita. Then, sir, and this Shruti is directly saying that Atma is the controller. Then they have two words, Rishikesh and Sarvantarayami. How then are you going to accommodate this? Iti vadantya shrutehe kim tatparyam. What exactly is meant by this Shruti? So over here we are going to, he explains, true Adityavat sannidhana matrena sarvakaryan kudo bhavati iti tatparyam. Just like the sun, with the rising sun, whether it is the birds, animals, or human beings, or even the Kida Makoda, everything goes into, does what they are supposed to do, has their own capacity, they do. But because of what? If the sun did not rise, nobody is going to rise. Everything will go into. So it is the sun and the energy of the sun because of which everybody is working. Adityavat, like the sun, Sannidhana Matred, so just by its own presence, because I am there, whether it is the mind, whether it is the Indriyas, whether it is the Ragadveshas, everything is doing what they are supposed to do according to their capacity. Okay? Sannidhana Matrena Sarva Karyanukulo Bhavati becomes anukula for everything that is getting done or happening. Iti tatparyam. Therefore, now what we have said remains unrefuted. And there is Shruti to endorse it. And there is no Shruti, there is no Virodha between the one Shruti and other Shruti. The first Shruti which said Atma is Asanga and Nishriyaha, and this Shruti which is saying Atma is Chikesh Sarvantariyami, there is no conflict. It is all resolved. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avashishyate Om Shanti 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 Shankaram Shankaracharya Shavadvadara Sutra Bhashkito Vande Bhagavanto Puनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति भेद विभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः ॐ शान्ति 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 नमः पार्वतीपतये हर हर महादेव. Thank you all. Thank you very much.